Hello, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 59 of Danganronpa V3. Last time, we discovered the secret of just the wall. The world is a loop. Miu created the wall to prevent that loop. We were suspecting just they slid her body down the roof like a toboggan on that mat. It flew up in the air, hit the chapel wall, and Monokuma started hitting on the Sonic franchise. Oh my gosh, now I'm half tempted to do make some weird Monokuma Sonic fan up, like where I just Photoshop like Monokuma's head under like the Sonic boom body, put like some werehog features, like put like a werebear from Skyrim, put him in like a weird Mario Kart, and then start singing the Sonic racing theme in my Monokuma voice. Oh my gosh, if I did that, that would be just so hilarious. Anyways, I have to quickly my iPad is running low on charge, which I used to keep time, so I just have to quickly fix that. Okay, sorry about the wait. I'll probably cut that out and post edit. Okay, so anyways, let's do this.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
Are you gonna scrum it?
Didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait, I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Me?
At the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Oh my god! Kokichi! Kokichi, I watch BET on the weekends! I am very familiar with the lingo and all the sass!
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
Did she?
Didn't.
Yes, she did.
Are you going to scrum debate now?
She did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
He's not wearing a watch, probably.
What a worthless fight!
Glad to see you got your spice and vinegar back, Monokuma.
Stop it, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, Grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, cause Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. But Kokichi's stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on the roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. If we don't get to the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned it back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Burn in hell, you know.
Fine.
You're lying! I'll sit your pants on!
That's fine because I'm not lying.
Shiver, 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 shiver.
Then why do you look so nervous?
Kokichi in the salon. Fight fire with fire.
I didn't go to the roof.
I've had enough of your lies, man.
I'm not lying. The rooftop door was locked. Couldn't open it.
So what did Kokichi do?
I turned back at once. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
Lie! Perjury! We're attacking Kokichi with his own technique in his own dojo.
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you, but you weren't there. What? Really? I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
And you also do stuff on the weekends? In which case, we must hang out. We must go and plan our meetings on TGI Fridays.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Well, of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
The one who's not Kokichi.
Wow.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
Oh my gosh. Screw house points. We have all the Himiko points.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining
And Tsumugi just destroys our lie tactic.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there. Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
Sorry, but I'm going to believe Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know? And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Miu?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
But I don't think that Kokichi would have been able to get in there with toilet paper without Miu being able to paralyze Woofy touch him.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
You don't get to have a weekend, Shuichi! I will stop you! I will make your life one endless Monday!
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess? A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
Yeah, well, like I said, I just find it kind of suspicious that Shuichi would be the culprit, because, I mean, really, in which case, Miu would simply just touch him. She would, if he was trying to strangle him, she would have to come in close. So that's, she could just easily take him, she could easily stop him by just touching a hand to him. Unless, of course, Kokichi used his birds. He's like, "Come, my avian friends! Take the toilet paper!" And he was trying to fight the birds off, but the birds just kept coming. And he circled her with the toilet paper until there was no more.
I came up with a plan after Miu asked me to meet up with her. She
Confessing.
asked me pretty eagerly, too.
I like how they just have like some Ace
Find
Attorney,
info out of her.
some Ace Attorney-esque over above, like how they would have testimony in the green text.
She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she
Yeah.
explained it to you guys.
This is an Ace Attorney cross-examine.
As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting. It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
You added a motive? Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
No fair!
Ah.
Monokuma can't take sides?
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun.
Wait. Unless Kokichi isn't the blackened, Kokichi would have wanted to get revenge without killing himself. But he would want to keep the killing game alive, so he would manipulate. Oh my gosh. Please tell me that what I'm thinking isn't true. Tell me that this isn't true. Because if it is, it's too sad. And too ironic.
If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Oh my... I was right. He got Gonta! He manipulated Gonta!
What? Huh? What did you...
But how?
Wait! When did Gonta kill Mew?
How would he really manipulate Gonta into doing it? Gonta's a gentleman!
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Well, besides Kokichi, who else?
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta?
Look, Kokichi would not want to end the killing game.
Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not smart.
It's my turn now. The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
Killing Game Bust! Who are you gonna call when you want a killing game to end? Killing Game Busters!
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what? Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
But how'd he do it? That's my question.
Does Gonta have no idea what he's talking about?
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
Yeah, Gonta's not malicious, but I can sort of understand why Kokichi doing a manipulation to make someone else the blackened, so he could get his revenge, killing off the person who tried to kill him, while also keeping the game alive for his
No matter
entertainment.
how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
why I'm mixed.
Not after insect meet and greet incident.
It's obvious what he's trying to do.
Protect himself.
Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's
Oh,
trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
oh, like your hands are so clean! You and your student council brainwashing Gonta, making him unproductive to my causes at the weekend.
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta. I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. Told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
Doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Gonta not understand what's going on. But still, Gonta not kill Mew. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others.
Because Gonta's a gentleman.
Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check.
But what about that
Gonta's
card that
not
Kokichi
lying.
used? What would that do?
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
Pretty much everyone else can be ruled out.
You, of course.
Paralyzing touch!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Mew.
The paralyzing touch, of course. Miyu could have easily defended herself.
There's already proof?
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
I am beautiful! I am the embodiment of beauty! Like I said, I love that face. It's gonna be Kokichi's sprite. His avatar. Things on Kokichi's avatar.
Not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already? The clue is how Mew was killed.
Mew got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Yes.
Mew would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right?
Yeah, and she would have touched
Then it
him.
would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar?
No.
That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist,
She would just have to
all she
touch
could have
him.
done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly!
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept That's wrong!
If Kokichi was touched, he would be paralyzed. Mew did that to keep him from resisting.
Maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Mew.
Why wasn't it possible?
The
Mew
touch.
modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Mew touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Huh?
So I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
Unless you do weird things with my body, and I'd be screaming for help, and Mommy Karumi wouldn't be able to save me because she's dead.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
He would have to be close behind her.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Unless he used the birds. Come, my birds!
Which means
The birds restrained
if
her!
she died from strangulation. It couldn't have been me.
Wait! What if it was something besides strangulation?
Like what?
Like,
There's no doubt Mew was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaido is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Mew is Gonta Gokuhara. This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Mew!
But how? Gonta would never go along with that plan.
You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
Except Suichi right before that insect meet and greet when you knocked him unconscious.
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I believe Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi.
It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes even remote sense at this point.
of course! Who'd believe a liar like him?
I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe that Gonta could kill. I don't. I really don't. Gonta is so innocent and pure. But out of all the people, he's the only one who's even remotely likely. Unless Suichi did it somehow.
The culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know that. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Oh my gosh. That Gonta, he's still traumatized from seeing Mew in her underwear. He wanted to do BDSM.
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling
What about that card
something's
key?
off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect
No,
Gonta?
no one wants to suspect Gonta. He's
Too
innocent.
bad,
He's
Kaido.
pure.
Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone survives.
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit.
Don't show me those sad eyes, Gonta. You're making this hard for me.
Please, believe Gonta.
I want to, Gonta, but the game won't let me. Suichi's not letting me.
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes!
But...
2-for-1 Truth Special! Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly...
Scrum time!
So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
So we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you?
Kaito.
Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think he killed anyone. Plus, the ultimate detective, I can't run away from the truth. I need to find the truth. Split opinion. Okay. Could Gonta have committed the crime? It's impossible. It's possible. I got my Rose on our side, yes.
I got this. I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. Why?
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Kokichi is a sweetheart.
Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Kibo! The entrance hall...
Okay, can I actually do it on the first try for once?
The mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this. No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Kibo.
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Right.
It's all a lie. Kokichi.
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's
darn
avatar
it!
had special settings.
Gonta not kill Mew!
I got this. The truth is, Gonta could have murdered Mew.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Okay, we have to face the truth.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
I got this. I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule
Oh, how sweetheart the emphasis there.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt
Kokichi, don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Could Gonta have even made it to the rooftop without
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
Okay.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance.
I got this. No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed.
Kokichi, I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie.
Kibo! That isn't possible,
Okay.
because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
Gonta, I got this. The truth is, Gonta
Mew's on our side.
murdered Mew.
Gonta could have killed me, you know. Okay. A. B. Y.
This is our answer!
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
That's ridiculous. You're going to believe Kokichi over Gonta?
That's not it at all. I just want the truth. If we're going to survive, I have to find the truth.
But... Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit.
I still don't think Gonta's lying.
But didn't I tell you guys already? If you're planning to expose a liar, then you have to corner them psychologically.
I don't think that Gonta really is the type of person to really lie, though.
Only then will they reveal their true self as a liar, hiding beneath a layer of deceit. That's why it hurts my heart to persecute Gonta like this! Gonta, if you understand, then do it right. Make logical arguments for the truth.
Logical arguments?
It means use your head to make arguments.
Oh my gosh, Gonta took information from Gumshoe. What's logic?
Use head?
What I'm trying to say is, if you aren't the culprit, then you gotta prove that you aren't!
But Gonta really not know.
How do you not know, Gonta? Either you wrapped the toilet paper around Mew's neck and pulled and pulled and pulled, or you didn't!
I'm sick of hearing you say you don't know! God, why are you so dumb?
Gonta just want to help everyone, like true gentlemen.
Gonta's blood went from head to other head! Gonta, it went lower below waist! Gonta knowing not what happened! Gonta gets scared!
You're a true gentleman? More like a true nincompoop!
Hey! Now that's just bullying.
Bullying? Yeah, so what? That's what you do in this game, right? You guys blame and gang up on me, but now you're gonna pretend to be good people?
Exactly, Kokichi has a point.
No, I never ganged up.
Gonta, argue back already! Just make an excuse or whatever!
Stop it! That's enough!
Stop what? You mean stop the game? Hey, do you even know what you're saying?
Yeah, I know. What about it? I don't want to survive if it means I have to stoop to your level.
Oh, that's a low blow right there. Then just die in a hole for all I care! We want to live, so stop getting in our way!
Wait. If you don't shut your mouth, then I'll shut it for you. Permanently.
Magi, please, calm down.
Sorry. It Gonta's fault everyone's so upset. But Gonta telling truth. Gonta really not culprit. Cause Gonta not know anything. Really.
Cut it out already! That's all you've been saying this whole time!
You're the one that needs to cut it out.
Wait, what did Kokichi say? All you've been saying this whole time. That's true about Gonta. This whole time, Gonta's been saying he doesn't know anything. Gonta, not understand either. Mew like this when Gonta wake up? Was Gonta in like some sort of trance? Gonta was sleeping too. Had a strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. Gonta not know. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happened? Why Mew killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. Cause Gonta not have any idea what he's talking about. But when exactly did he start using that defense? Gonta started saying that after logging out of the virtual world.
That's it.
Did Gonta put his conscious and did Gonta switch the wires?
Did Gonta get into an accident in the virtual
Yeah!
world?
That glitch that probably happened with one of the sprites. Gonta probably put them in the wrong ports.
Accident?
Guess that hurt Gonta. That was...
Damn it!
Oh, they want me to just start off with the avatar defense. Where's Gonta? Where's the avatar glitch?
This is it! When we logged into the virtual world, an avatar user error occurred.
Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error? The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. But something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in. Yeah, Gonta probably got the ports mixed up.
Avatar user error?
Ever since Gonta logged out, he's been saying, I don't know, I don't understand.
That's because Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, right?
He can't remember the virtual world.
That's what I thought at first, but I think it's because of the error.
What you mean?
If that error is what is affecting Gonta, and it's making him forgetful and loopy, then what could that error have been? Memory! Where's an E? Memory loss. Yes, memory loss.
I see now.
Gonta must have gotten the port directions mixed up. Come on.
I believe it's possible that Gonta doesn't remember what happened in the virtual world.
Huh? He doesn't remember?
You started saying, I don't know anything, after leaving the virtual world. I think that's the result of some kind of memory error.
Oh, that's why he doesn't remember anything that happened in the virtual world. Not even killing Mew.
What?
That's ridiculous! Quit screwing around!
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
What do you mean he doesn't remember? He's just confused.
Gonta told us he was bad with computers, remember?
Memory or no memory? Gonta!
Gonta never heard of it, sorry.
Gonta's the culprit!
Sorry, I just got excited.
Gonta never hurt anyone!
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Gonta wants to keep everyone safe!
You did it, but you don't remember
Never
doing
kill a
it, right?
friend.
If there was a glitch,
Gonta is gentlemen! Gentlemen, protect friends!
affected all of us.
Your lies aren't protecting anyone.
But because we're all okay,
Gonta not lying!
that means there was
That's a
no
Gonta swear! Please believe Gonta!
Okay!
I heard it!
The cause of the error that affected Gonta's avatar is the 2 cords on the helmet used to log into the virtual world.
Put the red consciousness core on the right port and the blue memory core on the left. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? I don't know. I've never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something.
I think that Gonta messed up something with the cords, causing the error.
If he mixed the consciousness and memory cords, then there'd be an error with memory. Like, an error that won't let you bring your avatar's memories to the real world?
What? Gonta, do you think it's possible that you improperly connected the cords?
Huh? How Gonta supposed to remember that?
He couldn't have messed it up. I said it over and over. Right is the hand you hold your chopsticks in.
Gonta's probably left-handed, Himiko.
Oh, but Gonta holds chopsticks with this hand.
Oh my gosh.
That's your left hand!
Good going, Himiko. This is why you use my analogy. Hold up your hands, your index fingers, and thumb. Put them in an L. Which one forms an L?
What?
Good going, Himiko. I'm sorry, Himiko, but Gonta is now going to die because of you.
Looks like it's decided!
What? Decided. He's wrong, isn't he, Gonta? You remember the virtual world, don't you?
Gonta not remember. Gonta not even go to this virtual world place.
What?
Gonta fall asleep when he put helmet on.
Then how was Gonta able to speak?
When Gonta wake up, Mew dead. Gonta not know what happened. So, Gonta worry. Gonta not understand what everyone talking about.
Gonta was my mind slave!
No, it can't be.
But Gonta try his best to understand. Gonta imagine real hard.
That's enough, Gonta. We already know.
Know what?
We know that you totally forgot about teaming up with me and killing Mew.
You probably thought you were teaming up with a Heracross, which is pretty cool, but not me. And I am my Dimension Sprite. Da 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 Okay.
Wait a minute! That lie! Gonta not kill Mew! Why would Gonta do that?
Yeah, it's a lie! I'll never accept this! And besides, Gonta's got no motive to kill Mew!
I already gave you my testimony on how I came up with the murder plan.
And I'm saying I don't believe you!
Kokichi, if what you're saying is true, why did you plan it this way? You wanted to plan the murder yourself, but have someone else carry
Because
it out?
Kokichi wants to keep the killing game alive!
Is the person who planned it also included as a blackened with the perpetrator?
Nope. Only the person who actually commits the murder becomes the blackened.
But wait. Unless, of course, they're counted as a tool. In which case, then we have a Peko Fuyuhiko incident again. Because Peko technically committed the murder. Yet, when we blamed her, we were assuming Fuyuhiko did because he had the malicious intent and that Peko saw herself as a tool. So if Gonto was like a mere tool to Kokichi, then that would technically make Kokichi the murderer.
Then there's no incentive to just plan the murder.
But Gonta's such a gentle soul. Why would he agree to this?
Exactly.
Hold on, that hasn't been decided yet.
Who cares about the motive? Let's vote for the culprit already.
I care about the motive.
Exactly.
I don't care. Finding the culprit is more important in this class trial. Talking about the motive is meaningless. It's not necessary for this specific case.
No matter what you say, I'll never believe your lies.
We all agree that Gonta is the culprit, right? It would be impossible for anyone but him.
Impossible? Why?
It's pretty obvious if you use the process of elimination.
Right.
Which means, Shuichi, you'll be my partner, right?
Me?
Because if you don't face the truth, then we'll all die, right? And you don't want that, do you? Okay, let's begin!
Quit screwing around! I'm done putting up with your selfish...
Literally,
bullshit.
Kokichi is just so much better than Nagito.
Kaito, we should listen to his explanation. Our lives depend on it.
So, we can now take Keyboy, Himiko, and Maki off the suspect list. Shuichi, would you care to explain? I doubt they'll believe it if it came from me.
The reason Himiko and Maki can be eliminated is because they couldn't access the crime scene.
They couldn't get to the crime scene, could they?
The bridge from the chapel to the mansion was gone, and only Miu could pass through the wall. The three at the chapel had no way to get to the mansion, so they couldn't have done it.
That's what I was thinking.
Kaito is the next one off our suspect
Because he
list.
was logged out.
You know.
He was logged out.
Kaito had logged out ahead of us.
Or was forced
Miu
logged out.
logged Kaito out from the start. But she did that to make us think the murder happened in the real world, right? Since we figured out the actual killing happened in the virtual world, it would have been impossible for Kaito, who had already logged out. Miu's time of death was around 6:30 in the morning. That's after Kaito logged out.
Yes.
Kokichi's completely running the show now.
Like it should be! I am like Saturday Night Live!
My synergy with Shuichi is super on point now, so let's move on to the remaining suspects. Gonta, Samugi, Shuichi, and me. Samugi and Shuichi can be crossed off. But what's the reason for that?
They would have encountered each other. We saw Miu. We saw Miu at the mansion. No, Tamugi was the only one who saw that. I need to find the truth. Ah! We didn't go to the roof. I know! We have solid alibis. Oh. Sorry, I didn't I was trying to say
Tamugi
that...
and I are witnesses to each other's alibis.
Both of you heard Miu hitting the chapel wall, right?
Oh.
The culprit was definitely on the roof during that time,
Herpaderp.
since they slid Miu down. Because of that, Shuichi and Samugi can't be the culprit.
My logic... Hey, I get to the right area, I just go off-road.
That leaves only Gonta and me as the remaining suspects.
Then you're the culprit!
Sorry for getting your hopes up, but didn't I already explain that's impossible?
Kokichi... He couldn't have killed Miu. Because of the touch.
If Miu touched him, he'd freeze in place. Kokichi wasn't capable of strangling her.
So then, it's down to one person. And who was that again?
This is just so sad.
Well, who is it?
I swear, Kokichi, he's like salting your tears.
Don't answer, Shuichi. You don't need to answer that. This is all Kokichi's trap.
There's only one system left. Only one person who could have done this. I really don't want to do this. I really don't. Kokichi, you are a magnificent bastard.
It's Gonta.
Shuichi?
Yep, Gonta is the only person who could have committed the murder. You get it now, right? That's the truth we were all reaching for. The thing you guys wanted so badly! A truth without any lies!
Well, I love how Kokichi can be so triumphant yet so angry at the same time.
You Iruma's killer is Gonta Gokuhara!
Like I said, Kokichi could be a Bond villain.
Really? Did Gonta really do it?
I'm not ending this off. I'm keeping this going.
Jeez, is that really your reaction? It would have been fun if you went all crazy. But you forgot everything, so oh well. A culprit who can't remember their murder is pretty interesting. So, better than nothing. If Gonta remembered, his cover would have been blown so fast. Especially since he's an idiot.
Hold on. I still haven't accepted this. This has gotta be Kokichi's trap. I still believe in Gonta. He's not the kind of person who'd kill.
Kaito.
I already said this a million times, Kaito. You shouldn't use emotions to—
You want proof? I've got your proof. After Tsumugi and Shuichi heard Kibo's voice in the mansion, they ran outside. And who did they see out there?
Gonta. Oh, Shuichi and Tsumugi. Gonta, did you see Kibo around here anywhere? No, Gonta not see him.
Gonta.
Kokichi said it himself. When Miu's avatar crashed into the chapel wall, the culprit must have been on the roof.
I see. If Gonta's the culprit, it'd be weird if he wasn't on
What
the
if he used his toilet paper?
It's possible that he fled the mansion after he heard the impact.
You'd have to go through the entrance hall to get outside the mansion from the roof. Is that where Shuichi and Tsumugi ran to when they heard the crashing sound?
Then maybe he jumped off the roof.
It's not possible. That rooftop was pretty high up.
Normally, Gonta could have done it, but his avatar wasn't strong enough. How about that? Now you get it, right? If Gonta was the culprit, there's no way he could have been outside the mansion.
Now you can't say Gonta's the culprit. Congrats, Gonta.
What? Really?
It would have been so nice if that were the truth. If Kaito were right and this horrible trial would just end. But
No, that's wrong.
What?
Just because Gonta was at the mansion doesn't mean that he isn't the culprit. All the culprit needed was a way to get from the roof to outside the mansion.
Huh?
Looks like Shuichi got it. I'll leave the rest to him.
Kaito, I know how you feel. I know because we all feel it.
I don't feel it!
But we have to face the truth. No matter how cruel that truth may be, we need to face it to survive.
Whose side are you on, Shuichi?
Kaito, please.
Aren't you my sidekick? Was that just a lie?
Kaito!
Fine then! I'll tear that sorry reasoning of yours apart and wake you up!
I can't doubt my detective work now. We're not even fighting Gonta, we're fighting Kaito, but then again, we're fighting Gonta in the argument as the alien.
Never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? He's not the kind of guy who'd kill someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Don't you know Gonta at all? Damn it!
Okay, keep it up.
Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi? Aren't you my sidekick?
Okay.
Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gonta? Why are you listening to Kokichi!
Okay.
Shoot my sidekick? Damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us!
Goes with joy and amusement?
Always tried to protect us! How could Gota be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gota's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gota's always tried to protect us!
This is just too hard!
Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this, the truth that. There's a reason Gota's not the culprit! Damn it!
Okay, final blow.
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Discovered toilet paper outside mansion.
Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it! There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Toilet paper.
Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Damn it!
Final blow.
There's no way to
Discovered
leave the mansion from
toilet
the
paper
rooftop.
outside of the mansion. What? What is the answer? Oh, come on! Yes, retry!
Can't let it.
I swear, what is it?
Never accept this! Don't you know Gota at all? Not the kind of guy who kills someone. Don't you know that about him by now? I'll never accept this! Damn it! Why won't you believe Gota? Why are you listening to Kokichi?
Come on.
You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gota? Why are you listening to Kokichi?
Come on.
You my sidekick? Wake up, Shuichi! Why won't you believe Gota? Why, damn it! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gota's always tried to protect us! How could Gota be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh? Saying the truth this,
come on.
The truth that. There's a reason Gota's not the culprit! Who do you want to believe? Remember what Kokichi has done to us! Remember how Gota's always tried to protect us! How could Gota be the culprit? Still want to accuse him, huh?
Come on, come on!
Truth this, truth that. Damn it!
What is it? What is it?
There's no way to leave the mansion from the rooftop!
Toilet paper discovered outside of mansion.
It ends here!
What?!
Damn it!
What?! This is the damn me on the phone again! It's me on the phone all over again!
The toilet paper we found outside the mansion.
I swear.
That's what the culprit used to get from the roof to the ground.
That's what I was trying to say! The toilet paper! That was discovered the toilet paper outside of the mansion! I swear it's me on the phone all over again. Terror's haunting me.
Toilet paper? The same toilet paper that was used as the murder weapon. That's why we didn't find it anywhere else. Not at the scene of the crime, nor on Mew's body. It was outside the mansion.
Hold on. If they use the toilet paper as a rope to get down from the roof, then they need to tie it to something. But there was nothing to tie it to. I know because I investigated the roof.
You're stubborn, Kaito. You're still going on about this.
Of course I am! I'm gonna believe in Gota till the very end!
No, there was something that the toilet paper could have been tied to.
What?
Yes, this place where the toilet paper was tied down. The telescope.
There!
The binoculars on the rooftop.
Oh.
The toilet paper could have been tied there. However, I don't think the culprit actually tied it down there. They just hung it. And then used the doubled-up toilet paper to climb down. But in that case, they would have had to tug on it in order to take it down.
Yep, that's correct. Because I came up with that idea. But I thought I told Gonta to put the toilet paper back in the bathroom. Oh, I guess he ran into someone on the way and then threw it somewhere close by.
He ran into Shuichi.
Looks like Kaito's morale is shot, so this whole thing is done now.
We need another comic.
The matter does appear to be settled.
We need a comic book.
It's...
So, it's true. Gonta really killed Mew.
But I'm the one who came up with the plan. Anyway, just admit your crime, Gonta. Even though you don't remember, you still did it.
But why did Gonta do such a terrible thing?
This is truly just sad. I really feel sad for Gonta. Someone give Gonta a hug.
Wait, before you start crying, you gotta admit your crime first.
Stop. I won't let you, Kokichi. If anyone is gonna get him to confess,
It's gonna be
it's
Shuichi
me.
in the form of a comic book.
Gonta, I'm going to look back at the whole case one more time, okay? When you're convinced, you just let me know, all right? Let's end this together.
Okay.
And now I am going to be depressed as we do this slow death march. What colored cord did the culprit stick in? Map of the virtual world. What did Miyu bring from Shuichi's lab? Do we have bottle poison? Okay, map. Oh, she did have the bottle poison. Okay, map of the virtual world. What did Miyu do with the others? Okay, I just want to do this. Miyu, ghost Miyu. Cell phone. Kaido was logged out. What was the weapon that she brought? Toilet paper that doesn't tear. To move the body was taking out the storage room. Okay. Let's move this signboard in the river. Toilet paper, binoculars. Okay. Who's investigating the roof? Kaido is investigating the roof. Who's investigating the kitchen? Shuichi, where's... Shuichi was looking for the kid in the kitchen. Who's investigating the dining hall? Tsumugi, where's Tsumugi? Okay, and finally... Okay, where is it? Where is it? Okay. Gonta stuck his core in the wrong place, and finally, we have one last one, and it's this one.
This is the truth of the case.
This is
The
just
case
sad.
began last night. After being convinced by Mew, we all logged into the virtual world. To log in, you have to plug the memory and consciousness cords into the device. So, we all plugged those cords into our helmets and entered the virtual world. But the culprit had accidentally plugged their cords into the wrong ports. Because of this, a connection error occurred between the culprit's brain and their avatar. As a result, the culprit would forget everything that happened in the virtual world.
But how is Gonta convinced, though? I just don't get it.
It's possible that this had an effect on their avatar's personality as well.
What, basically making it where Gonta was like a mindless slave? Get in, mind slave!
I can't believe that someone so kind could commit murder. But we had no idea this error even happened. And so, we all logged in one by one. Meanwhile, Mew was the last to log in. She had modified the killing game simulator so she could accomplish a specific goal. After Mew confirmed we were all logged in, she took out the bottle of poison.
Of course she would hide it in her breasts.
And placed it on Kokichi's seat. This was done to make it look like Kokichi was killed by poison when we returned. Yes, the reason Mew modified the simulator and brought us to the virtual world was to kill Kokichi in the virtual world, but make it look like he had died in the real world. After we had all logged in, Mew explained the world to us. Use the salon phone to log out. Objects are unbreakable. Your avatars use all 5 senses. She also explained the map of the virtual world in the mansion's entrance hall. But her explanation was intentionally false. She wanted us to misunderstand the world. However, one of us was able to see through her scheme. The very person Mew was trying to kill, Kokichi.
Oh. Kokichi had Gonta come with him to the roof. And Gonta saw the struggle, and basically Gonta thought Kokichi was in danger and tried to defend him.
Kokichi was going to use Mew's plan against her and plotted her murder. But Kokichi wouldn't do it himself. He used a patsy to be the culprit in this case. Kokichi was tight-lipped about the motive, so I don't know why the culprit agreed. But it seems as though right after logging in, when Kokichi and the culprit went outside, they were already working together to execute the murder.
Little angry chibi Kokichi.
Eventually, we met up with Kokichi and crossed the river to the chapel. Mew had us split up to try to find some secret of the outside world. Kaito, Kokichi, Gonta, Tsumugi, and I investigated the mansion, while Maki, Himiko, Kibo, and Mew investigated the chapel. Splitting us up was also part of Mew's plan. At the chapel, Mew told Maki that she was going to look around outside. She chased after our group while we were heading toward the mansion.
Oops, my hand slipped.
Once she made sure we were across, she dropped the bridge into the river. This was to trick us into thinking that the river separated the mansion and chapel. At the time, we thought nothing of it. It was just another one of Mew's pranks. That's why we continued with the original plan to find the secret of the outside world. We went to the mansion and split up to look for clues. Kokichi searched the salon.
And I was maniacal! I was the maniacal small bean!
Tsumugi searched the dining room. I searched the kitchen. And finally, the culprit searched outside the mansion. Around that time, Mew was headed for the wall that was on the side of the chapel. She passed through the wall and headed for the mansion to kill Kokichi. You see, the wall was a special wall that Mew had added herself. This wall was programmed so that only objects could pass through. And Mew had changed her avatar settings from human to object. That was the hidden route she prepared for herself. She set up a wall that only she could pass through. Mew headed toward the mansion, but she was seen by Tsumugi on the way. When she entered the mansion, she pulled out her cell phone. She didn't tell us that there was another way to log out. Then, she spoke a name into the phone, which forced that person to log out. It was Kaito who was on the roof at the time, the same roof where Kokichi and Mew were going to meet. By having Kaito search the roof and then forcing him to log out, she was making him look the most suspicious. But her plan didn't go smoothly. Kokichi was waiting on the roof with a culprit and the toilet paper used to kill Mew. While Mew was distracted by Kokichi, the culprit snuck up from behind.
Gonta? Sneak? That's like trying to sneak a tank in a field made out of bubble wrap!
And used the toilet paper from the mansion's bathroom to strangle Mew. This was only possible because objects in the virtual world are unbreakable.
Using her own virtual world against her. Oh, you can't touch me! Can't touch this! Da 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 da. Weekend!
Mew's avatar was strangled to death, and the shock killed Mew in the real world. After the murder, Kokichi left the cleanup to the culprit and left the roof. He probably returned to the salon as soon as he could to avoid drawing suspicion. The culprit then took the lattice from the storage room and placed Mew's body on top along with the hammer and the cell phone. The culprit heaved the lattice over the railing and forcefully slid it down the roof slope. With a body on top of it, the lattice became a makeshift sled and flew off the roof. It went through the wall that only objects can pass through before crashing into the chapel. That was the crashing sound that Kibo heard in the chapel and we heard in the mansion. Mew's wall hid the fact that the mansion and chapel were actually right next to each other. That's why Tsumugi and I were able to hear the crash from the mansion. As the final step, the culprit had to then get off the roof. Because we were at the mansion, they couldn't take the stairs or they'd be seen. So they used the toilet paper again to escape from the rooftop. They hung the toilet paper from the binoculars on the roof and used it like a rope to climb down. Once the culprit was safely on the ground, they pulled at the toilet paper to retrieve it. They would have returned it to the bathroom, but they ran into us as we were leaving the mansion. In a panic, the culprit tossed the toilet paper somewhere nearby.
And now we're probably gonna get like the saddest confessional confrontation sprite.
Without that one little mistake,
I mean,
we
God,
might never have solved this case because the culprit doesn't remember.
oh my, this is sad!
The truth you've forgotten.
Look at this, this is sad!
Ultimate entomologist.
This is sad beyond all belief!
Gonta, this is the truth we've reached.
Sorry. Gonta not really understand. 'Cause Gonta not smart boy. But if everyone agree, then everyone probably right. Gonta, trust everyone.
Gonta.
But why? Gonta kill Mew. Forget everything. Gonta even think he not do anything bad. And then Gonta tried to blame someone else and make everyone suffer. Why? Why Gonta do such terrible things?
Someone just hug Gonta. Just hug him. Himiko, hug Gonta.
Gonta, it's not your fault.
It's Kokichi's fault. He must have tricked Gonta.
Though this still doesn't affect my opinion of Kokichi, though. Kokichi's still the light of this game.
I totally didn't trick him. Before we go into that, it's voting time. We should finish up the class trial first.
But is this the right answer? We're not being fooled by Kokichi?
But still, if Gonta wasn't even aware of his crimes, I mean, that would technically fall on Kokichi. Like how it was with Fuyuhiko. Fuyuhiko and Peko.
I wish that we were.
Now we're going against killing logic rules.
Huh? Wrapping things up already? What a buzzkill of an ending. It lacks the rush of previous voting times. Well, after so many killing games, I guess it was bound to happen eventually.
Sorry.
It's just as well. This killing game is a bad influence on the baby.
Oh my, Monotaro. You're even starting to look like a father.
Yeah! I gotta get my act together for the baby.
Now then, pull yourselves together and let's begin! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off! It's voting time!
Let's just get our voting. Let's just get this done with. Let's just do this. On the PS Vita controller.
Seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result.
And Kaido voted for Kokichi again.
Who'll be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Verdict. All rise. What was my final score? A. But at what cost?
Absolutely right!
Wow, look at that! You voted correctly! Congratulations, you guys!
And with that, I think now's a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.